What is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode 38 of my Out of the Park Baseball 17 franchise here with the Kansas City Royals. Excuse me. And after a heartbreaking end to the season, Kansas City Royals just, something catch my eye. Chris Bryant retired. Damn. The big name. Who kind of regressed after he. Wow. Okay. Moving past that because that's irrelevant, and we've got important stuff to do. So we are definitely, I think, the only option is to go into win now mode because let's look at the roster. Our ace, Dwayne Underwood's 31 years old. Other pitchers, 27, 25, 27. That's good and young, but kind of unreliable. Our offense, in 3 years, Perez is going to be gone. Hosmer's going to be gone. Yoshimura, I know they're going to be in their prime, but Seager's going to be getting old, regressing. Torres is going to be near the end of his contract. Happ is going to be at the end of his contract. We just signed him to a 3-year extension. Christian Walker's probably going to be gone by then. This team, it's all in place to win right now. Which is why I am prepared to spend some money this offseason. First off, Mario Marmol's option. He's been a good hitter for us. Last year, he finally kind of proved. We thought he was going to be done with the Royals after 2020 season. Then he bounced back and did pretty nice for 4 years for us offensively and defensively. And then last year, his regression kind of was evident, and he's a good backup outfielder, but we are not going to be keeping Mario Marmol. Season goals. He's happy about the record, happy about home runs, happy about profit, happy about making the World Series. So, yeah, we don't have too difficult goals from Mike Glass. We have $220 million to work with as far as player payroll. We've got no personnel issues, I believe. Yeah, everyone's staying here. I apologize for that. I apologize if you just checked your own computer after the noise that mine just made. Anyway. Yeah. Shut up, Asus Web Storage. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, what I want this offseason, is a proven veteran starting pitcher to go with Underwood and our young other three. I want a dominant bullpen arm because I'm not convinced Giolito's the man for our closer job. I don't think Volmar and Jensen are ready yet, and I just like to shore up the bullpen. Offensively, I think we're good. We're gonna bring back Perez and Hosmer, so yeah, I want a bullpen and a starter. Bullpen piece and starter piece. I'd love to bring back Colby Allard for this minuscule price. As we see, we have $67 million to work with. He is happy with a 2-year deal plus a team option for the third at 1.6 a year. He was a good lefty for us, and I will definitely take that. Clevenger, yeah. Oh, that was Allard I was looking at, the 308. No, Garrett Clevenger will not be coming back. I definitely think we lost this deal with Houston. We sent a pretty good second base prospect and a decent starting pitcher, Boomer Biegalski, to them, and didn't get much out of the guys we got back. Jim Greenman's not doing anything. He's not even on our team anymore. So, how are these guys that we gave up in the Richie Martin deal doing? Not well at all. How's Mr. Mondesi doing? He did fine for Philadelphia last year. Okay, back to the task at hand. Hosmer will be coming back. It cannot be more than 1 year. And I'm willing to give him, decent amount of money, but if he starts hitting poorly next year, we will part ways with him. Salvador Perez, on the other hand, he is our starting catcher. We might have to pay him more money than we'd like to, but for a guy his age, but he is a valuable piece for us. We'll give him $10 million. All right, this is a bit of an issue. I'll give him 11.5. I guess we can do a vesting option for the second year, like something ridiculous that he could never achieve. Like, how about 160 games played? That's fair. All right. So there's almost no chance he meets that vesting option, so it's really just a 1-year deal. But knowing Salvador Perez, he'll manage to play all 162 games. All right, arbitration. Will Crow, we will bring back for now. Either Will Crow or Nolan Watson will no longer be with us at the beginning of next season. We will non-tender Jacob Nix. I'm not sure who I would rather bring back at this point. Watson's younger. Crow looks like he's got just more overall, and he's less expensive. So one of these two will be dealt in the offseason. We will see who that is. But for now, we will offer them extensions. Alright, Ash Russell. He struggled again last year, which is worrying me, but he is only going to cost $1.5 million, so we will bring him back for at least one more season. So there's another year of arbitration left after this. Ryan Orr, he's a solid backup catcher. Not expensive. In case Perez goes down, he's definitely good option to have back there. So yeah, we'll bring him back. Leonel Bergeron will not be coming back to Kansas City. Bryson Brigman will not be coming back to Kansas City. Richie Martin will be coming back. I'll pay him $1 million to sit in AAA as insurance in case somebody like Alcala, or Torres goes down. Because there's this glitch for some reason. It doesn't offer the major league deals when you do that. I don't know. Okay, Richie. Game glitches out, and he is now pissed at me. Nice. Ramiro Ramirez will be brought back for $1 million. He is kind of filling the Mario Marmol role. I would love to find someone to take Branson Trube, and maybe we'll put him in a deal with a Nolan Watson or a Will Crow. But for now, we'll bring him back. And Armando Galvin, he had a fantastic season last year, proving that he's a really good young player. Not offering him a long-term deal quite yet. Still has 3 years of arbitration, including this one, so we'll see where it goes with him. Other than that, these are the guys that I am bringing back. So I've decided to no longer mess with this, as it gives me carpal tunnel, and just let my assistant GM, Dayton Moore, work out all of the minor league free agency stuff. And we get a bunch of extensions. Still left are Russell, Martin, looks like he'll go to arbitration, Allard, and Hosmer. One thing I noticed when simulating, American League pitcher and batter WAR, alright, I'd like to show my viewers this, Colby, are much lower than the batter, and go back and pause the video during the simulation. You'll see that both the batter and pitcher WARs are much lower in the American League than in the National League, which I find a bit strange, to be honest. But Gold Gloves. No Gold Gloves for us this year. Here's the National League. Proposal from San Francisco. For Christian Walker, no thank you. Reliever of the year is going to go to Adam Haywood. NL is Bill Haberstich of the Washington Nationals. Hosmer has signed his extension. Silver Slugger in the American League, Gleyber Torres at shortstop, and Jose Añón at designated hitter. National League is here. Then Rookie of the Year goes to Chris Mosman of the Tigers. I believe Jose Añón had exercised his rookie status, but as you can see, for the first time since we did win the American League pennant, we are Manager of the Year. Here's the NL Rookie of the Year. And Milwaukee's Freddie Gonzalez, I did not realize he was their manager, is the National League Manager of the Year. I apologize for my stuffy nose. Allergy season sucks. Cy Young in the American League goes to Felix Paulino of the New York Yankees. We faced him in the playoffs, as well as Eduardo Rodriguez and Ahmad Ali of the Rangers, who finished third with a 3.87 ERA, quite interesting. And Noah Syndergaard, possibly the best pitcher of this franchise, putting on a clinic on the mound. He wins it once again. How many times has he won that? That's his third Cy Young award. And Madison Bumgarner at 36 years old is still getting it done. Impressive. And MVP goes to Nicolas Sanchez of Texas. Daniel Vinagre of Texas finishes second, and Gabriel Hayes of Chicago finishes third. And in the NL, Sam Ross wins it for Milwaukee. Pittsburgh's third baseman finishes second, and Carlos Rizzo of the Brewers finishes third. So everyone who we want to bring back has been re-signed except for Richie Martin, so we'll see what happens with him on arbitration day. The Angels or the Dodgers? It's the Dodgers want to send me a center fielder for Giolito and a top prospect. I just won't respond to that. Salary arbitration day, Richie Martin. Arbitrators side with us, which is very nice. That makes me happy. So, arbitration has been settled. Let's hit free agency. First, we check international free agents. One of my favorite parts, we got a decent reliever here. Any other good pitchers? Nope. Good catcher would be nice. Here's a good young catcher. How much money does he want is the real question. He wants nothing. Absolutely, I will offer him a contract. Good potential catcher for no money at all. I'll definitely offer that. Good center fielder we could use. A good center fielder. OSA doesn't like him, but he still wants $9.5 million a year. We'll keep an eye on Yukio Abe and Cazares. I like this third baseman I saw. I'll offer him a minor league contract too. Alright, free agency now. Wait, he's a free agent? I did not know that. Should we steal Josh Hader from the Brewers? Would give them a qualifying offer. Qualifying first round pick. So, first off, what I want is bullpen help. We could go with Luis Severino. First, let me count how many spots. Right now, my rotation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. Fortner will be in AAA. Watson will probably be gone. Anderson will probably be gone. So 3 guys going. So it's 11 spots. Russell could start the year in AAA potentially. So really realistically just 1 bullpen spot if I keep both Will Crow and Nolan Watson. But I just don't love Luis Severino as a reliever. Like, there are guys that are intriguing. Beau Burrows is young. He has an option left, so I will definitely offer Burrows, but I do want it to be 2 years with a team option, but I'll increase the money to 1.5. Alright, he doesn't want multi-year. What if I made it like 2.6? Would you take a multi-year deal? No, he wouldn't. Alright, so I'll go back down to 1.7 for 1 year Beau Burrows. And if he's in AAA, he doesn't get his year of, what's it called? I'm blanking. Major League Service. Now this guy is a guy I'm really looking at. Cody Gunter. He looks like an amazing reliever. His best season was probably last year with the Nationals. He had a 1.76 ERA. He's definitely the best reliever in this market. Betances is too old to be considered that, and his command is only 45. Like, all these closers are really old. Johan Oviendo, I don't really like his makeup. So yeah, I think the number one guy is definitely Gunter. I like Cody Gunter. And he wants just 3 years, which is great. If I could get that to a team option and bring this one to 14.5, I would be thrilled with that. And he thinks it's a fair offer. I'm definitely cool with giving that money to Cody Gunter, especially no compensation. So if it doesn't work out, it's just 2 years and no big deal. Now the fun part is deciding on a starting pitcher to add. I like Hunter Purdue's. I like the fact that he has a bunch of pitches, but he's fragile and he wants a big contract for that type of guy. Jordan Holloway is interesting because last year was probably his first or his best season besides 2021, it looks like. 298 ERA and 205 innings pitched. That's a good stat line there, but he does want a lot of money and he is compensation tied. So, kind of just looking through my options. Mike Nicorak, no compensation. The guy I saw, Giordano Ventura, he wants a lot of money though, and he is tied to a draft pick, and he had a rough year last year. So maybe we don't bring in a starter and go with like a Will Crowe as our 5th starter. I've already looked through the trade market. There's really nothing we can do, especially due to our weakened farm system. First, I'm going to check some values at catcher and center field. Miguel Amaya would be interesting, to say the least. It's out of option years, though. So we'd have to send Ryan Orr down. I think he's out of options, too. Debbie Gruyon. We played in the playoffs once, didn't we? I don't know. He has his 10-5 rights, so he can't be sent to AAA. Right, what about center field? We got this guy. But we do have Ian Happ. So right now, apologize for the dumbass who's about to get arrested. Our outfield looks pretty set. We could move Walker to DH, Unknown to first, and Hosmer away. If we brought in a guy like Yukio Abe, start him off on the bench. He does want 5 years, though. He does have good outfield ratings. I'm going to see if his price will go down. So let's start simulating forward a few days. Beau Burrows says he likes. Let's just keep simulating. Cody Gunter and third baseman, international third baseman like. So we keep going. Jose Unknown had the best OPS in the American League last year. And Cody Gunter has signed with Kansas City. That is a big deal. He will most likely be our closer for next season. So we just brought in a big name, big value, great, ratings. I'm very happy that we got Cody Gunter. Welcome to Kansas City. And we continue simulating. Seattle. Fuck off, Seattle. To Bo Burrows has signed with us, as well as that third baseman. So now it's just that other guy. The catcher I offered to. Excuse me. Let's check out on our center fielder. Another dumbass trade. OTP has to fix the cutoffs system. Oh wow, Luis Jimenez. I actually didn't talk about him, but I wanted to. I just kind of forgot to talk about him. He has great ratings. I just don't think he's worth that type of money. He doesn't blow me away. I'm just not sold on Luis Jimenez. Yukio Abe's contract demands have gone down to $9 million. He's gotten an offer from New York, which we could definitely beat. We could do $8 million over 4 years with a team option for the fourth. Or we could just sign Giancarlo Stanton and say, fuck it all to hell. That's an option too. Emilio Estevez. Sorry, every time I see that, I have to say that. Huh. Is it worth $8 million for a guy that has a 1-star OSA rating? He reminds me a lot of Mario Marmol. Alright, we're going to see if we can do $7.5 million for 4 years with the fourth being a team option. He thinks that's a fair deal. I will offer that to Yukio Abe, who will probably come in initially as our fourth outfielder. Anyone else intriguing? Carlos Bruno. Did I mention? Or Bueno, I guess. Does he have options? He got options left. We could always stow him in AAA. Maybe lower that down to $2 million? Sure, why not? We could definitely stow him in AAA. Alright, we continue simulating. Yukio Abe has gotten a better deal from the fucking Giants. That is a better deal than we were offering. I'm willing to do up to $9 million for 4 years, plus that team option. And once again, he likes us. Texas is trying to make us give up more of our good left-handed prospects. We've already given up too many, good prospects for now. We're going to stick to spending money. Alright, so Rule 5 draft, I'm going to... I've actually never shown you guys my process with the draft pool. Why not? Alright, sort by team, because I'm a dumbass. Alright, I always have to go back and forth and check this. So first in the alphabet is Burlington. Alright, there are 2 Burlingtons. I have it sorted so that if your potential is like 1.5 star or like a very, very high 1 star, you'll only show up in here, so it kind of makes it easier. So no one from Burlington. Alright, next is Idaho and Lexington. Idaho follows nobody. And for this, I really just look at my head scout ratings. Lexington, I'd be fine losing that guy. Next is Kansas City. Alright, skip Kansas City, there's no one on there. Northwest Arkansas, we got a couple guys. First baseman, I'm fine losing him. Then we've got another first baseman. We have a ton of first basemen in my farm system. Again, be fine losing him. Grant Jett, he needs to be saved. He's a good young outfield prospect. who we absolutely cannot lose in this draft. And then Omaha. We've got a very good young pitcher. He was our 8th round draft pick, and he's already turned into a nice young prospect, so we will look to keep him. Ryan Mills, be fine losing him, although I do like his hitting ratings, but I don't think anyone's going to draft him. And then Billy Napier, first baseman, he's one of the guys I was talking about. I like him, I like his rating, so I'm going to save him, even though there's a good chance he wouldn't be taken. So let's head over to our pick. If you remember last year, we took Eric Fortner, which I am definitely happy with. I liked what he did for our team. Overall, I always look for... in my Tampa Bay franchise different save, I found this absolute diamond in the rough. He had like 5-star potential, but everyone was just passing on. His name's Gregory Santos, and he ended up becoming the best pitcher in baseball. Won the Cy Young, I think, 2 years in a row. Nearly won it. I got 3rd place the 3rd year. So yeah, there's really no one I really like in the Rule 5 draft this year. So we will just skip it and move on. Hall of Fame result is next. Back in OTP 16, this, save screen messed up a good few of my Cincinnati Reds franchise recordings, where it just crashed and I'd have to redo it. I don't know if you remember me talking about any of them in the videos, but yeah, that was really fucking irritating when that actually happened, so I'm glad they fixed that issue in the new game. Hall of Fame results. Two of the players I grew up watching. Honestly, both these guys deserve it. Adrian Beltre and Ichiro Suzuki. I can't believe this is their 3rd and 5th year on the ballot. They both unquestionably deserve Hall of Fame. And even though it's a video game, I'm proud that they got it. Trying to send me in? Okay, this time for Deerdorf. Yeah, you better chill out. Although they are sending me a good pitching prospect, but not worth Deerdorf. And for agency, we're still offering on Bueno and Abe. So we continue. Does Jimenez have any offers? Yeah, he does. Alright. I just clicked a random date pretty far out to simulate 2. In last year's game, okay, Yukio, John Gray, former Royal, goes to Milwaukee after having a nice year in St. Louis. Houston is now outbidding me, and he's getting a decent chunk of change from Houston. I'm willing to up this to 10.5, but that's probably as far as I'm willing to go on Abe. And he didn't immediately say he liked the offer. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. We did have a chance of a rematch against the Giants in the World Series, which would have been fun. Did I just see the Brewers signed Jimenez? That's not okay. You guys are assholes. I know you took it from Cleveland, which is good for me, but really fuck the Brewers. What about Josh Hader? Can I fuck the Brewers up? Okay, he wants to. We're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip that and pretend that never happened. Anyway, moving on. I'm not paying Josh Hader $28 million a season. Especially when we already have 2 lefties in our rotation. And I like having at least 1 lefty, but I don't like stacking up on them, because generally they have a disadvantage. Oh, finally they're offering me Kiermaier, who I really, really wanted last year, if you remember. I wanted him to be my 5th outfielder. I'm like, no, fuck you. But, yeah, not for those guys. They'll do it for Grayson. I am really considering doing this deal. I'm just saying, fuck it, fuck you, Mr. A, because Kiermaier is a good player. He was near a starting outfielder. He's a quality backup, but he's slow as shit. That is an issue. He is slow as shit. Let's keep simulating and see what Mr. Abe says to us. And his answer is fuck you. Okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, I forgot. He never said he liked this one. Alright, so he does like our deal. Mike Glass does not give us more or take money away from us. As Jordan Hall, I was looking at him, got a 5-6 year deal, something like that from Texas. Wow, that's a big contract for him. Because it seems like everyone is getting better this offseason, so naturally we have to match if we want to contend next year. Kind of seemed the same way in the 2014-2015 offseason, right after the Royals won the World Series. What did you do? Okay. I will not try to figure out what his... Damn it, Yukio! Oakland! Sons of bitches out in the bay. He's a good young player. There's also a lot of things to be concerned about. Ramiro Ramirez is fast. We don't need another fast outfielder. So I'm going to say buy Yukio Abe and do the Kiermaier trade, I think. The Mets for Grayson Bird, who's not seen the light of day since who knows when for us. Oh, but they need to give us money for some reason. I forgot that. Okay, what the hell is going on? Is Kevin Kiermaier suddenly untouchable? Because if he is, I'm going to be really, really not happy with you guys. Are you kidding me? New York! These motherfucking apples gotta be shitting me. Bitch! Really? Let's go back to this one. See if we can just... Fuck you, Mets! Are you... He's so good. And I can't have him. Even though it would worked, a week and a half ago. These bitch-ass apples would be like, I'm entitled. Fucking New York privilege. Bullshit. It's fucking... Yeah. This guy who got non-tendered, Jaron Shelby. Sure, I'll offer him contract. I want Kiermaier, though. I want Kevin Kiermaier. And I will get Kevin Kiermaier on this franchise. Actually, there's probably a very little chance that happens. I like him. I'm willing to do it if those guys aren't involved. See, I could get this guy now. New York. For Brian Looney. Who is just that, and I'd be getting $2.6 million. I just noticed his contract. You sons of bitches trying to con me. Mets, you want to give me Kevin Kiermaier? Love to take his $3.6 million off your hand, but apparently you're bitches with a stick up your ass. In case you can't tell, I'm kind of pissed off at the Mets. And if Yukio Abe just loses his offer, I think that would be hilarious. Alright, preseason has started. Shelby is not signed with us yet, but neither has Yukio Abe yet. Shelby, sign with me. Oh, he did. Just get... Who's getting their ass dropped? Oh, Eric, why is your rating going down? Don't do that. This dude is getting dropped. Bye. And Shelby's being put on the roster. Is Abe still a free agent? If he is, I might slide in those DMs. I'm probably being very cringeworthy right now, so I apologize. Okay, apparently he got signed. I just was not, told about this. Where do you end? I thought that was a thing where they notified you. He went to St. Louis for $12.5 million a year. He's a good player. He probably deserved that money. But I wasn't willing to give it to him. Oh, Giancarlo. Alright, let's simulate up. I put your ass. Actually meant to put it on the... Yeah. Anyway, moving forward. We're 4-1 so far. 5-1 looks like. Oh, cool. He got claimed. Take him. I don't want... I DFA'd him. I don't want him. Cool, they got him. Wasn't aware. I'm very cynical ever since. Well, especially when people, like, fuck with me. Like the fucking New York Mets. I get kind of pissed off. Apparently Cleveland's just doing just fine without their best pitcher. Alcala's out for 5 days. Ooh. How long is this episode been going on for? 36 minutes? That's fine. Giolito's out for 4 days. Just keep going. As long as no one's out for a month, and as I say that, Chris Dierdorf, season-ending injury. But no. Nice. Player development update. Russell drops. Fortner drops. Burrows drops. Anderson drops. Walker down to... He was at 4 stars. Like, last... What? Excuse me? He should be... Oh, bitch! Give me my... Yeah, he should not be playing defense. That is an issue. Jet dropped. Galvin... Everyone's dropping, and I don't like this about this game. Cordova's going up. Well, you're the only one. Alright, time to set... Oh, shit. I just forgot to trade Nolan Watson. Hey, in New York, you got any more of them Kiermaiers? York Mets. Eddie Rosario. Because that's a good deal. Max Pentecost, what a guy. Haha. Remember that trade? That's funny. How I just completely ripped off the Dodgers. That was good times. Jomar Reyes. Interesting, but no. Mr. Mets. Oh, yeah. I know I said I was considering whether to trade, what's his face or other guy, Watson or Crow. I kind of decided I wanted to trade Watson. Where is Kiermaier? Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin Kiermaier. We should no player make this deal work. How is that physically possible? You wouldn't do this for Danny Ventura? You wouldn't do this for Jose Unknown? Excuse me? Bitch! Oh, this is really pissing me off. Alright, who else could we get? Someone who won't break our bank. No one. Nice. Alright, so should we just try to trade for the highest value guy and see if we can flip him? Alright, well, let's deal with the rest. Fortner is going to AAA. Danforth, alright. He's rating. What happened? Why does this game do this to me? Alright, Anderson. Okay. Well then, wave his ass. Giolito's, excuse me, down to a 1 star. Burrows was getting option. Excuse me. Fuck, he has the right to be optioned. Well, shit. Well, his ass is getting sent to AAA. He's getting DFA'd. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So one of these guys gotta go. Russell, out of options. Watson has 4 years. Well, at least waive and DFA him. And I'll get to the bullpen in a second. Offense, though. Napier. Going to AAA. Grayson Bird, who I really wish that I could trade for. Okay. You're going to get DFA'd if you bitch ass won't go to AAA. That's how it works around here. Okay. Really? This guy's used 3 options already? Okay. And I have so many guys who I really do not want on this roster. David Nagal, what a disappointment. I forgot about Ian Happ. Oh, Branson Troop, never mind, I forgot about him. Can I trade you for somebody? Ricardo Pinto from the Red Sox. Interesting, but no. I'm thinking someone whose name rhymes with Evan Earmeyer. That's the thought. The Mets won't offer me anything for him. We could get Bryce Montes de Oca. Oh, and the money makes it, yeah, crap. Alright, but we could. Then we'd have to get rid of someone else in our road that's a pitcher. Alright, Giolito had a good year. I'm not just going to DFA him because his rating went down. 7 relievers already. I love to do this. He just hit his 10-5, right? Wait, what? What was that? Could we get Nolan Watson for... Oh, no, never mind. Alright. Let's go to the New York Mets. Spending way too much time on the New York Mets. Read his name, man. I want. Where is he? Oh, it's right. His rating went up. Excuse me. Alright. I've got this name named Branson. Son of a bitch. New York, why? Alright. Well, Branson's getting DFA'd, it looks like. And Chris Cannon's getting optioned. Alright, this is our roster. Simulate up to opening day, check prospects, set our lineup, and check preseason predictions, and we'll be done. Finished the preseason 13-13. Not too promising. Alright. Preseason predictions. We are projected to finish 4th. I would be infuriated if we finished 4th. We have not the worst minor league system. We have the 3rd worst. It's okay, guys. We got Danny Velasquez. Oh, excuse me, Denny. My bad. Oakland with Rosalinos now up to 12th. Number 1 is still Tampa. I got some good prospects. And we have to face Steven Strasburg on opening day. Nice. Alright, our rotation is going to be just like this. Alright. Here's our rotation. Underwood, Deardorff, Ventura, Truckee, Crow, Closer, Gunter, Setup, Volmer, 7th inning, Jensen, middle relief, Cropper, Allard, Giolito, and Russell. Lineups. Shelby's only good at the places that Ramiro's good. Well, he can get center. And Ramiro can get right, I guess. But other than that, same lineup. So, let's see how this year goes. It's going to be quite interesting. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.